Good morning and welcome back or welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Lotte and today I'm going to take you along with me on quite a busy day at medical school. I have a few other things going on today, so hopefully it'll be an exciting day. First things first, this morning I'm going to make myself a coffee. It's currently 6:10 and I've just spent the last hour making some Instagram reels. I'm doing a conference in Dubai next week, so I need to try and stay on top of advertising that, and they're 4 hours ahead. So it's easier to be up early in the morning and get some of the content out and reply to emails and all that stuff at this time, as opposed to later on in the day. Last week I was quite good at scheduling my emails. This week my emailing scheduling hasn't been top notch, so I'm going to try and get some emails done this morning. But as I said, first things first, I'm going to make myself a coffee. I'm going to do some work and then I'm going to get the emails done. The moon looks so crazy right now. There's a cloud over it and it's just like a little orb of white light in the sky. I have a vanilla latte and it's really good. Okay. Time to get the work done that I've been putting off for the last 2 weeks. Every time I take paper notes, I'm one, humbled, and two, very much assured as to why I did not do art. This is meant to be a brain. Do you see a brain? No. My artistic flair has temporarily lagged, so I've decided to send some emails instead and then go back to attempting to draw. It's getting increasingly worse. I think these may be the best we're gonna get, to be honest. But yeah, they don't need to look aesthetically pleasing. I'm trying to withhold the need for my notes to look nice and just to get them done. I just got back from uni. I had 2 lectures this morning, which is amazing because I actually thought I had 3 lectures, so that was lucky. So I'm back home now and it's 11 o'clock and now I have an afternoon of meetings, so I need to prepare for those meetings and then also do a little bit of uni work as well. And then later on should be quite exciting because I'm going to open a yoga class, and then after that I've got a formation event for a new society that my housemate is setting up. It's called Access to Medicine. If you go to Leeds, check it out. So it's basically to widen participation into medicine regardless of your background. So that's going to be a really nice event and it'll be nice to chat to other people who are doing that as well. Right now I'm going to put away all of my coloured pencils from this morning's art class. And then I'm going to eat my grapes, drink some tea and get on with these meetings. I've just finished my first meeting and now I've got to finish off some action points from that meeting. So at the moment I'm very busy with planning a conference that will be hosted in Dubai on March 18th, so very hectic with planning. I'm actually going to be flying out there as well. And because it's in person, I've hosted a couple of online conferences before but never in person, so it's a lot more work but it's good fun, just very hectic. So I need to try and get that sorted out, and then my next meeting is in half an hour and that'll be with some of the students who are helping with the organisation of the conference. So it'll be nice to, this is actually my first time meeting these particular students, so I'm quite excited to have a chat with them, see how they can help out on the day and things like that. So this should be really nice, and then I need to get some med work done before I head out to the union to go and open a yoga class. And by open I mean open a locker and give people their mats. I am not actually teaching the yoga or like introducing the class. I'm literally just opening the door to the class. It's snowing! I knew it was cold this morning, but I was not expecting it to be this cold. It's fully snowing. Like big snowflakes, not just little ones. I've just finished my meetings for the day. They went really well, thankfully, and now I'm gonna head out in the snow to go open the yoga class. It's gonna be super cold. I'm guessing some people won't turn up as well because they're probably not gonna walk in this weather. Not going to want to walk in this weather. However, I don't have a choice, so I'm gonna head out now, and I am actually quite excited because who doesn't love the snow? Good morning, it's now Thursday. I've decided to film a few days in my life just because I didn't film very much yesterday. The plant is also more in focus right now. I didn't film much yesterday because I had quite a busy day. Yesterday I just spent the evening at my friend's formation event for her Access to Medicine Society, which was a really nice little get together of the people who want to get involved. We had some tea and biscuits and had a chat, so that was really lovely. And then it snowed and we had a snowball fight outside, which was so much fun. So I didn't get back until relatively late and then just ended up going to bed. And I've woken up this morning and it's snowing again. I love it, but my only concern is I have to drive to placement today, so I'm just hoping that the roads will be okay. Otherwise I don't really know how we're gonna get there, to be honest. Unless the buses are running, so we'll find out. But at the moment it doesn't look too bad, so I think it will be fine. I just need to scrape the snow off my car. It's currently about 6 AM and I've just been doing some social media stuff and emails and messages this morning in preparation for the conference, which is now only a week away, a week and a couple of days, which is crazy. The time is going so fast. I actually can't believe it's March. February just didn't seem to even exist, which is insane. And now I'm gonna do some work before getting ready for placement. I'm really lucky because my placement is super close to Leeds, so I get to leave at 8:30, even later sometimes, which is insane because most of my friends have to leave at like 7. So I definitely got lucky there. It's now 7:30 and I finished sending all of my emails for this morning. I didn't get round to doing any work in the end because I had more emails than I thought I did. But thankfully that's out of the way for now. So hopefully later on I'll be able to just sit down and get some work done. Thankfully, I've got a lot of flights in the next couple of weeks and I love doing work on planes because I'm really scared of flying, which is ironic because I do fly quite a lot, but I really don't like it, so it's a good way to take my mind off it. If I sit and try and watch a movie, I just get distracted because I'm like constantly listening for weird noises on the plane. So I'm going to get a lot of work done on the planes, thankfully, and obviously I won't have Wi-Fi, so I won't get distracted by doing emails and stuff like that. So it'll be a good time to just sit down and get my head down. I'm quite worried about driving to placement this morning because it's still snowing and quite a lot of snow as well. And I'm not the biggest fan of driving, just any kind of transport, to be honest, apart from trains. I love trains. Driving, I'm getting used to now, and I do quite enjoy like a little podcast. Driving when it's chill, but not when it's snowing. So we'll see how that goes. I'm also driving my 3 friends to placement as well because we're all in the same placement. So that puts more pressure on because I need to get us all safely there, not just me. Hello, I just got back from placement. The drive was nowhere near as bad as I was expecting it to be. I did have to wipe off loads of snow from my car, but driving there was completely fine. It was still snowing heavily, and then the whole day it was snowing really heavily. And we were told we weren't meant to leave the house after 3 because of weather warnings, but it's after 3 now and it's completely fine. It's just raining. So we did get to leave early, which is really nice, and now I'm trying to sort out the mess that is my room. So the plan of action this afternoon, now that I have a little bit of time, I'm going to sort out my bedding, so that's currently in the wash. Then I also need to do some work. I keep saying that all the time, that I'm going to do some work, and I will do some work this afternoon because, as I said, I do have time. First things first, I'm going to make myself a little coffee. I've got some gluten-free chocolate chip cookies and just make my room a little bit cozy to do my work in. Also, the outfit today is so colourful. The weather was not screaming colourful, but the outfit is to make up for it. It's now 5:30 and I'm just trying to finish off some work. I'm doing kind of like admin-y stuff, just things that I need to get done, like all of those little things that you just sort of push off. Hopefully once I get all of those out of the way, then I'll be able to focus on the bigger tasks tomorrow. I'm quite tired today, probably just from placement. It's also really cold and I was quite busy this morning with just sorting out conference stuff, so I'm trying to do the more chill stuff for now and then I'll do the bigger things tomorrow. It's 7:10 and I've just had dinner and now I'm doing some online e-learning in preparation for my next placement rotation. So this is my blood transfusion e-learning. We got sent this today and it needs to be done by next week before we start our new placement in the hospital. So I'm just trying to get through that now. I've just finished one of my meetings for this evening and now I'm just doing some merch design for the Hong Kong version of the UAE conference. So there's the UAE conference first and then there's one in Hong Kong. So I'm just editing the designs a little bit so that they fit. I am by no means an artist. I mean, I showed you guys yesterday my drawing of the dermatomes, which was shocking. So the fact that anybody would trust me to come up with a design for a t-shirt is actually a miracle. It's nearly 11 and I had a lot to do following that meeting, so sorting my room out, making my bed and everything else has not happened, so that now needs to happen, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm quite tired now. Good morning. There's so much snow. I really can't see uni happening today. It's deep outside. Well, for the UK anyway. If anybody sees this who's from like Austria, or Germany, or basically anywhere else in the world, you're probably thinking that's literally nothing. But for the UK, this is a lot. So I have a feeling everything in person today will be cancelled, which is only lectures, so they'll probably just move them online. Because I don't think many people are going to be able to get there, or at least they're not going to want to get there because it's snowman season. I've just made myself a little vanilla latte and now I'm going to go put some cinnamon in it and finish making my vanilla cinnamon porridge.
Spinal cord by a tumour, and it might be that the symptoms have happened suddenly because to work out what's actually causing the mediastinal mass. I think it's always...
I'm just going to eat my meal prep whilst I go over some extra little bits that need to be sorted for the conference. This is super yummy and really easy to meal prep. It's literally just a little bit of korma paste, a whole can of chickpeas including the water, some cashews, spinach, and then I added a little bit of celery, but you could add spring onions or anything else really. And then I've added some Greek yogurt to it and a pita. I'm about to host a live stream study session on the conference Instagram, so I'm just trying to tidy up my space a little bit so it looks more presentable. There was kind of just pens and stuff splattered everywhere. And you know, what do they say? Clear space, clear mind. That's what we're going for. I just finished my live Instagram study stream for the UAE Aspiring Medics conference. So a few people joined in and out, which was quite nice. It was just very chill, focused study session for an hour. Had my little candle going, which was quite nice. And I actually got some work done in that, which was good because I had no distractions because my phone was being used, which was actually very convenient. So now I'm just going to finish off some more work and then I need to go pick up, I ordered some merch from the Surf Society that I'm part of, and I need to go pick that up from somebody's house later on, so I think I'll go and do that. It'll be nice to go out for a walk, see the snow a little bit, and it's also really sunny now as well. It's currently 5:20 and I can go pick up my merch from 5:30. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just quickly finishing off a few flashcards, writing up a little to-do list for tomorrow, and then I think I'm going to run to the house because it takes about 25 minutes to get there. So I figured it'll be a little bit quicker if I run, and then I'm also getting in my exercise for the day. And it's still a little bit sunny outside, and hopefully I'll be running during sunset, so it should be quite nice, and I get to see the snow. My only worry is it being quite slippy, so I'm going to put my Hokers on because they're like trail / road, so I'm hoping there'll be a little bit of extra support in them, and we'll just have to see if it's really slippy when I walk outside, because I think the temperature has dropped a bit now, but it's not actively snowing, so I'm just worried it'll have gone all icy. We shall see. Don't really fancy falling on my face a few days before I go to the conference, especially because I did that the other day. I literally fell, I went for a run and flew flat on my face in front of loads of people. It was during rush hour, so it was about 5 o'clock. Loads of people coming back from work. This group of old ladies saw me literally face plant the floor. My headphones flew off. I nearly smashed my sunglasses, and it was just really embarrassing. And then I didn't want to react like I was in pain, but it was too embarrassing to act like I was in pain. So I got up and then continued running and got home, and my leg was grazed and bleeding. Not badly, but you know, I kind of just acted like nothing had happened, but it was actually quite painful. Although what would have been more painful was if my leggings had ripped. That would have hurt more. I don't mind a little graze, but if the leggings ripped, I wouldn't have recovered as quickly. Slight change of plans. I tried to run and I literally got out of the house, tried to go up the hill, and it was so icy I could not even walk. Like, I couldn't get any grip at all, even with my trainers on, which I would say they're fairly grippy, but nothing at all. It was just so slippy. There was people trying to walk like holding on to each other, so I just thought I don't want to break my ankle right now, so I drove instead, and then got stuck. I got stuck up a hill and had to roll back down the hill, and there was a car to the side, so I was trying to roll really far away from the car, but it was just sliding everywhere, so probably not the best idea. But then I didn't think I'd have another chance to pick it up, so I really don't know what I would have done if my car wasn't in Leeds, because walking would have not been an option either. I've picked up the shirt though, and it's really, really cute. I love the design, and on the back as well there's like a big Leeds surf logo. Very funky. So it's currently 10:30 and I've just finished my meetings for this evening for the conference. We finished quite late because I was meeting with one of the doctors who has been on ICU all day. So I really can't complain because he's had a much longer day than I could ever dream of at the moment. And now I'm going to get ready for bed, and then I think I'll edit a little bit of this vlog whilst I'm sat in bed, which will be quite nice. So I didn't end up doing any exercise today as planned. Obviously it was way too slippy and icy outside, and then I had meetings this evening and I wanted to make sure I ate well before the meeting. So it's okay, and I just wanted to say that as well because I think it's important to acknowledge that sometimes we have a plan to do something and then life happens and it doesn't always go ahead. So it's so important to just be flexible with yourself and not put the pressure on to have to get everything done on your to-do list. It's important to get the things done that really matter and that need to be done imminently. For me today, exercise wasn't up there, so it wasn't something that I prioritized. The most important thing today was making sure that I ate healthy and got my lectures done and got the meetings done, and those are the things that I did today, and everything else was just a bonus. So I hope you enjoyed these last few snippets into a few days in my life at medical school. As you can see, it's been quite busy this week and maybe not as balanced as some of my other vlogs have been, but I think it's really important to just remember that sometimes life is a little bit more 70-30, 60-40. It doesn't always have to be 50-50, and that's really important to keep in mind. It's really crucial that we're flexible with ourselves when it comes to work-life balance. And I know that sometimes my work-life balance is going to be a lot more life and a lot less work, and vice versa. So I'm going to say goodbye now, and thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you have a lovely day.